Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video we are on a slam build with the barbarian. As you can see, the character is him. Pity we can't zoom in or out, unfortunately. Ruins, dash mastery just so that we can live because we can't see anything. Multicast mastery for the extra juiciness. Weapon expert so that we could get Stomp nice and early and not have to worry about finding it. Reroll mastery and executioner. Now we did go for our shockwave, demolish, stomp. We are looking for ground slam to replace shockwave totem. We did finish a round in 8 minutes. We couldn't find ground slam, not shockwave totem. We did get scent of blood. We don't really have that much cast frequency on it or even a potency, so hopefully while doing the overlord cycle with you guys we will be able to get that. We do have exposed weakness and quite a few of the different synergetic upgrades. We got ourselves thermal shock. Which are the ones? We got hypothermia over here. We do have gangrene, vicious strikes, and a couple more legendary upgrades. I do believe we actually received a multicast over here and something for shockwave, which I didn't even really want, but you know, we got it. We got one for physical damage as well. And that's about it. So we got a couple of legendaries on the way, multicast, physical damage, and then we are just looking for the slam upgrades. So we are going to show you what it looks like with full skill visuals, and then I will have to turn it down just because the bosses will get a bit crazy. So we are actually looking for even more area of effect if possible, but as soon as we deal with everything and we get a scent of blood going, it just becomes insane. Now obviously the further this goes on, the more crazy scent of blood's gonna get, because, well, the more stacks of bleed on enemies, the more scent of blood goes crazy. So as you can see, nothing can get close to us melee wise. The only problem that we will have is those AoEs, which as you can see from the screen, we cannot see. So that is why we need to sort that out and turn down the visuals. But at least I wanted you all to see what it looked like with full visuals. So you could just see how crazy it is. Obviously you can do this on your own. Very easy to set up. Nothing amazing needed for it. And it just goes crazy. This is also before my 15 curse intensity, so it is only unholy reinforcements and clone army, so that means that we get a lot of elite spawning, which gives us that extra little bit of XP. So we are going to turn it down now so that we can see our elites and the bars. We actually have quite a lot of level ups to go for, so we're looking for cast frequency, we're looking for the these for generalist. Sorry guys. Cast frequency for everything is good here, but I think, oh man, that's a difficult one. I'm gonna have to do cast frequency first. Go for fragility over there. Out of those three, area of effect is fantastic, multicast is fantastic, damage is fantastic, and then another fragility. Now if you get Stomp to have a really big AoE, then it's just funny because everything around you starts dying. And then also Stomp is a stun as well, so all the elites will land up dying. I'm not elites, all the fodder man. And as you can see, we are lagging just because there is so much going on because of, not lagging, but we got frame drops because of so much happening. But as you can see, because of the stun and because there's quite a bit of pushback from all of the skills, nothing really gets close to us. And you could AFK here. The only issue with it would be the ranged, like there, so it doesn't kill them, and therefore you are stuck and you do have to kind of you know, live now. So the cast frequency, I don't think we really need anything more there. We do need more crit though, take a bit less damage, grab another magnetic because, you know, that's great, and an AoE for Stomp, which is perfect. So sorry about the low frames, guys. Unfortunately, it is what it is. There's just so much going on the screen once Scent of Blood hits that it drops my frame rate. We'll try and see, maybe it will sort itself out, otherwise I'll have to lower the settings to low, and then that should help with the frame rate. I didn't expect it to drop the frame rate so high. I have done this before and I didn't have any issues, but it could just be because now we have OBS open. But we'll have to see how that goes. So we'll go for some crit damage over there, more fragility, more fragility. Do we need cast frequency? Lasts for 10 seconds, cooldown is 8 seconds. Fragility and a multicast, why not? Alright, so again, as you can see, nothing really gets close to us. I think it's mainly from Stomp. You can see the enemies land up lying down on the floor. That is the stun from Stomp. So getting yourself more AoE on Stomp just makes it easier to survive. And then once everything's up and running, as you can see, things just die. Alright, so we have 4 more levels again. I didn't really want Shockwave Totem again. I did want to grab ourselves a... Oh man, I should have gone Potency there. I didn't see it. I went too quickly. I did want Ground Slam instead of Shockwave Totem, like I was saying. Sorry, the level up there kind of caught me off guard. I was silly. I was too busy trying to talk that I didn't realize the potency for Scent of Blood was there. So area of effect for Stomp and potency for Scent of Blood are what are very, very important here. Because obviously having a higher potency means you're going to get even more cast frequency. And then your skills get even lower than 1.8 seconds. It's insane. So there's a potency. Ooh, a nice potency there. Some more crit. Bleed, which is even better, which means now we have even more stacks of bleed for our lovely Scent of Blood. As you can see, it does melt bosses quite quickly. Whoops. Except for when you land up getting hit by them, like a silly person like myself. But with a wide range of damage, a wide area of effect, you don't really have to worry too much about being close to the bosses, which is really, really cool. All you have to worry about is things dying too quickly and then Scent of Blood not working the way it should, because then your cooldowns are too high. But as you can see, we're on a 0.7 second cooldown for most things. Even our Shockwave Totem, which we actually got an upgrade for it, legendary, to have another quantity, more quantity for it. So we could have extra Shockwave Totems as well. So we're going to go for damage, whatever. Damage, we need more crit still. What are we on now? 80%. We'll wait for the 10 ones. Go for the crits. Mastery there. I mean crit multi-damage. I don't know what's going on with me today. I can't speak. Also, we do have quite a lot of range for our magnetism for our XP, so we don't really have to worry about grabbing a XP gem at the right time. We do seem to just have enough. Alright, now later on, if you did want to carry on doing even higher overlords with this, I would suggest you start grabbing yourself some health and armor. We don't really want things like what just happened to me to happen to you. And obviously if this was like the next overlord, we probably would have died there. So you don't want to die, obviously. So try and make it so that you have some form of defense as well. I'm just here to demonstrate how cool the build is. But you guys obviously do want to grab some form of defenses. So keep that in mind as well, especially with Overlord. Movement speed, as well as some form of defenses, armor. There is actually, if you go with a slam build, you could maybe change executioner or weapon expert and multicast mastery over to the slam mastery, just so you get yourself body slam, and then by stacking health, you also stacking more damage on that skill. So also definite way of getting more damage with your slams if you like to stick to like a slam themed build. Now as you can see, getting another dash is also really good, needed for some survival here as well. Alright, let's grab some Doom and more cooldown frequency. I think we don't need more frequency, but it would be cool to try and get everything to a 0.2 second cooldown. That would just be like disgusting to see. Let's see what the cooldown is currently. They're on 1.6. Again, if you have a bad time with certain aspects of getting your bleed up, it does really affect the cooldown of the skills. So 0.6 is the lowest cooldown so far. Some skills can't go to 0.2. It's just impossible for them to. They are capped. But maybe with Scent of Blood it is possible. It might be very possible. But I mean, we have a lot of stacks of bleed on enemies. Oops. So if it was supposed to happen, it probably would have happened already. We should be 100% crit, 95, that's good enough. And we've got one more set of bosses to go. They should be spawning anytime soon. There we go. I only have 2 dashes, so I'm not such a fan of getting the fire giant or any of the other ones that have beams that they can shoot at us, but that doesn't matter. It's finished. It took us about 8 minutes to complete, and that was it. We could keep going. As you can see, we do have 2 more lives left, but yeah, I'm sure that YouTube's gonna love this bitrate. It's gonna probably cry at us like there's no tomorrow. But it is what it is. I had to show you the build, everyone. So 71 million damage on Stomp. Obviously, it did add fragility as well, which is really cool. And we had 10 fragility stacks as well, frailty stacks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe as well. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.